Hi everyone, welcome to my new series. This series is actually relating to specific features and specific topics which Oracle DBAs face day in day out. These topics include RMAN activities, cloning activities, duplication activities, right? So these type of videos I'm going to post. This series will be specific to different features Oracle provide. Feature being different things which will help you move the data or move the software or delete the software, whatever it is, right? So this specific video is actually cloning activities, and we are actually targeting manual Oracle cloning, that too on multi-tenant Oracle 12.2 version. So let's get going. I hope you guys will enjoy this video. This is not a very tough topic. If you follow along properly, this topic shouldn't take much time. I will go through each and every steps how we are actually approaching this particular topic, and then you guys can actually try at your home as well of how to do this stuff. This particular video will consist of two servers I'm using for the lab. First server being the full-blown Oracle installation, which is multi-tenant environment, including Oracle software and Oracle database, okay, with one PDB. And the other server has all the OS related prerequisites completed and Oracle specific prerequisites completed as well, including the pre-install binaries, as well as I have completed creating group as well as setting up the password for Oracle. So that's done. So let's get going, okay? Just a second. Now, so as per I described before, I have two servers, that is 10.168 and 10.155. 10.168 has everything including the Oracle software and Oracle database. The process is running currently, the database is up. In this one, nothing is there, only the prerequisites completed. So let's check the process if the database is running or not, and then we will check the multi-tenant environment pmon. Okay, so yes, production prod database is running. Let's log in. /shdba. Let's check the PDBs. Okay, so everything looks fine. The first step will be to clone. So the first step will be, what we need to do is we need to actually zip the file, that is tar the file. I hope you guys might be knowing tar is the utility which can be used to actually zip and compress the file. And what we will do after tarring or zipping the file, we will transfer that Oracle home from this server, okay, to this server. We will create a same Oracle directory structure here on this server, new one, where nothing is there yet, and then extract the binaries here. We will run the Perl command and we will link the binary so that Aura inventory and the global inventory will know about the latest software extracted here, and then we will complete the setup. Okay, this is the overall step, nothing more than that. And I feel that if you watch this video 2 times or 1 time as well and practice it, it will be a lot easy. Okay, so let's tar the file first, or the tar the Oracle home first. Okay, so let's go to my Oracle home. So what I will do is I will cd to Oracle, because my environment variable is already set up. So we will cd to Oracle home, because db, this contains everything. So we will go one step back. Okay, and we have to zip this. So for this, what we will do is tar hyphen cvf. What we will do, we will zip the file in this particular location. Sorry, or our data slash, and make sure, let me clean this and make sure that wherever you are actually zipping the file, because the Oracle Home is a big software, okay, a big structure. It contains a lot of files, so it will take a lot of space. So make sure that you have ample amount of space wherever you are tarring the file or tarring the directory. So df-h to check. When I check my Aura data, okay, my Aura data where I am trying to tar has 20 GB, so that is enough space. I'll clean the screen. Okay, I'll tar hyphen cvf. I'll go to I will use this location Aura data. Okay, I will name this orcl as per my host name underscore home bkp dot tar. That's the relevant name. Okay, and what we are tarring is db. Okay, and because it will give you a lot of output as per the verbose option here, we will send the output to dev null. Okay, dev null is kind of vacuum area. Whatever output is, it will go to a black hole. You can say a black hole. Okay, so you can say that this sign dev null, and if there will be error, I hope not, all the errors will be gone to dev null as well, so we'll see nothing. It will take 2-3 minutes. The backup file will be around 8 gigs because the Oracle software home is a big location. All the files are there, so yeah, it requires a lot of storage. So make sure that you guys have ample amount of space wherever you are tarring. Okay, let me pause the video. As soon as this completes, I'll come back. Okay, it took me 1.5 minutes. This is completed. Now what we will do, we will move this file to this server. Okay, but before that, before moving, because we will be directly moving to the correct location, we will create the directory structure, the Oracle home. Okay, path mkdir -p. I'll create the same directory structure here as well, Oracle base product. Okay, product 12 to 0 slash. Okay, and we will extract it here. So this is done. What we will do, we'll copy it because this is required where scp is command is run. So scp Aura data, yeah, orcl backup.tar to 192.168.10.155. okay, and the location is this. It will ask for a password. Yeah, so it took me around this much minutes, and this is a big file. Okay, 7.5 gig. So let's move here to the other server, paste this, and let's validate. Okay, so it's here. Let's untar it, tar hyphen xvf, extract it. Okay, you can see that everything is getting extracted to db. That is what you needed. You might think that after extraction we are actually similar to whatever the first server has, but it's not. Oracle internally do not know if Oracle software has been installed. because you will think that okay, eventually we will go to bin folder and run dbc and everything will work fine. So it will not work fine. The aura inventory and the global inventory location is meant for linking these binaries or software to that particular global inventory, okay, so that everything is fine, so that eventually you run dbca or whatever, right, everything is in sync. That is what is important. So this part is done, but the cloning is not completed. Nothing has been completed. This is 10% of whatever we have done. So we have extracted, we will validate. So db folder is here with proper permission. Let's remove the big file, it's not needed anymore. So now what you need to do is navigate to the clone folder, okay, cd db, go under db, then clone, okay. Now go under bin folder, there is a clone.pl perl script, okay. So ls-al clone.pl is there, okay. So you need to run it with specific parameters. So perl clone.pl, then what parameter you need to mention is oracle base. What will be your oracle base? Equals slash oracle slash base, then oracle home, the oracle home for me is, I don't need to go up, it's too much. Oracle base product 12 to db, good. And finally the oracle home name, what you want to keep, the oracle home name, I will keep this as pat. That one was prod production. This will be silent installation because there is no graphics, graphical GUI based, and no wait, okay, these has to be there. Let's run it. It will eventually run the o install. Let's see the error. Don't worry anything about if there are errors, because errors are good, okay. So make sure, don't worry about it. There are specific parameters which has not been entered properly. I knew there was something fishy, and this is what the fishy thing is, the spelling mistake. BASE. Okay, let's run it again. Let it go through the complete process. I will not pause the video. It won't take much time to link these binaries. It has gone through 85%, linking the binaries in progress. Don't worry about these errors. Yeah, setup inventory in progress. Binary linking the binary is successful. Yeah, so this is done. Now what it's suggesting is to run these two scripts, as you might be knowing from the GUI when you must have run the Oracle Universal Installer and installing the software binaries, okay. So it would suggest you to run these two using the root credentials. Let's run this. Let's copy and paste it. That's done. Let's copy this as well. Let's run it again. Okay, so everything is looking fine. So majority of steps are completed, just a cleanup task. What cleanup task I'm talking about is when you have cloned the Oracle Software Home, there are two specific directories where everything has been copied from the primary to the secondary, but that is actually not needed in the secondary, and that is listener tns names.file listener.file in the network folder, network admin folder, and in the Oracle Home DBS folder, right? There will be password file and there will be SP file. Those ones will also be with the name prod, right? You need to change it to or move it to pat. So let's do it, and as well as check the Aura tab as well. So let me check cat/etc/Aura tab if anything is there. So nothing is there. So what you need to do is cat go to the primary server and copy the details from here and just change the entries. Aura tab. Okay, so copy everything from here, vi/etc/Aura tab. Okay, show you what I'm trying to say. You paste it here because the directory structure you don't need to change, we made it similar. You just need to say pat and just change the environment variable for better navigation, right? You don't want to write all this folder structure, right? Every time go and navigate to a large directory. So pat, everything is fine. So what we will do, we will use the variable, right? Oracle Home, that's the reason we set the environment variable. Sorry, I have to do the CD too. Okay, this is what I mentioned. The password file is here, the SP file is there, but with the prod you need to move it, right? So what we will do, we will move one by one. So mv SP file to SP file pat mv aura, change the name to pat mv init prod init pat dot aura. Okay, so let's validate it again. Yeah, it looks fine. Don't worry about other files. This is default. This has been generated, but it's of no meaning. Don't worry about those. Let's validate the network location. Just go back one directory, one folder, go up one folder and cd network admin. Okay, just list it, vi listener.aura, and vi tns names.aura. You guys must have a similar detail. You guys might not have a similar details. If anybody has questions regarding modify TNS names or listener, please reach out to me. I will not have any issue. What we can also do is better remove everything. We actually don't need it. rm -rf star. Why I have removed this is we can actually create the listener file. I will show you what I'm trying to say. So we will go back. Okay, so we will go to bin and we can run netca, right, to install the net service configuration, right? We can create a listener file rather than modifying that one. Just remove it, create a listener. You can create a default listener because this is another server. We are not cloning the Oracle Software Home in the same server. this is different server, so yeah, there can be a same default listener. Next, 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 finish. You can check it. Cd dot dot cd network admin. There must be a listener file. Cat listener dot aura. Perfect. It has recognized everything, including server, the port, and that this is the default dynamic listener. This is done. So yeah, I hope I made everything clear. If anybody has any doubt, you can post on my channel and get more details on it. Okay, what I will do, I'll come up with a next video which will be manual cloning of Oracle database using RMAN, and then we will use the duplication and active duplication in the next video. So not the next one, to the next one. Okay, after that we will go for all the duplication methods, okay, including the connection to target, no target connection, and the active duplication. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Thank you very much.